This is Mike Trout, one of the best baseball players of all time, but he's never even made it to a World Series. So today, I am going to be trading Mike Trout to a different MLB team every year for the next 5 years to see if he can win a World Series. So for year one, we are going to keep Mike Trout on the Los Angeles Angels, give him one last run with him and Shohei Ohtani, and then after this, he will be traded to a new MLB team every year for the next 4 years. So for year one, Trout's stats are outstanding. 94 overall, 30 years of age, 99 power against both sides, ridiculous, high contact against lefties, pretty solid contact against righties, still very good in the field and very good on the base pads. After the All-Star break, the Angels are still angeling because they are 41-56 despite having two of the best players in the entire league. Trout, however, does make the All-Star game this year, which is no surprise to anybody. I would say Trout's actually having a bad season by his standards, only batting .267. The home runs are there with 22 at this point in the year, but only .267 batting average, an OBP of 327, and a slugging percentage of .553 is below Mike Trout's standard. No surprise to anybody that the Angels went 20 games under 500, 71 and 91. Trout finishes as a 95 overall, playing 142 games with a .266 batting average, so picks it up a little bit. Still bad by his standards, 327 OBP, 557 slugging percentage. He did knock in 37 home runs, which is pretty solid. The Seattle Mariners ended up winning the World Series in year number one, beating the Braves in 7 games. And now it's time to get Mike Trout the heck out of Los Angeles. It's about time to get him out of Anaheim. He should not be on the Angels anymore. We need to win this man a World Series, and you've got to be kidding me. I just said get him out of LA. He's actually now going to LA. So we have Mike Trout on the Dodgers. He's staying in Los Angeles as a 95 overall. Instantly the best player on this team, but they're still a very good team because in the simulation they still have guys like Trey Turner because they're playing MLB The Show 22, so he's not in Philadelphia yet. So Trout is a 95 overall. Stats are pretty much the same. I think the contact got a little bit better. The fielding's pretty much the same, and the speed. In Mike Trout's 31-year-old season, he's still going to be very good. The Dodgers and Mike Trout are 64-35. It looks like he's going to be going to the playoffs this year. And with Mike Trout finally on a competitive team, he decided to hit more home runs this year at this point. 25 home runs after the All-Star break. The batting average getting a little bit better, 281. OBP still could use some work, 360 and a 599 slugging percentage. The Dodgers get the first seed in the National League, winning 103 games and 59 losses. Trout's going to the playoffs. Trout actually went up to a 96 this year at age 31, 139 games played. He hit 45 home runs, better than last year. Batting average was better than last year, 297, 374 OBP with 633 slugging percentage. Mike Trout is back as the best player in baseball, taking home the National League MVP. But what Mike Trout wants is a World Series, and he is getting the San Diego Padres in the NLDS. And just as a side note, somehow the Angels lose Trout and they make the playoffs this year. And for Mike Trout's first playoff appearance as a Los Angeles Dodger, we have to jump in. His first playoff appearance in such a long time. We have to see this at bat, and Mike Trout belts one into left field. They can't make the play. He's going for 2. Mike Trout, a double in his first plate appearance back in the playoffs. Are the Dodgers going to get knocked out by the San Diego Padres? They got swept in the first round. You got to be kidding me. And the San Diego Padres are your World Series champions in 2023. Well, now we know for sure that Mike Trout is leaving an LA team. He's going to the Baltimore Orioles. They might be good at this point with Adley. They might be pretty good, actually. Mike Trout is a Baltimore Oriole. This roster isn't horrible. They have some solid players. Like I said, Adley's a 93 overall. They have Felix Bautista, a closing pitcher, 88 overall. John Means is an 85. Anthony Santander, 84. But Trout is a 96 overall. His stats are pretty much going to be the same thing every single year. The Orioles are playing okay. They're at least better than the Angels, but only 46-53. Mike Trout in 2024 has 24 home runs, batting .277, a 346 OBP, a 588 slugging percentage. So a better year than he had on his final Angels year, but the Dodgers year is still the best so far. The Orioles finished the year 77-85, and they do miss the playoffs. Mike Trout, though, did battle some injuries later on in the year, only playing 102 games, the lowest he's played so far. So only knocked in 26 home runs. He didn't do much after the All-Star break. He batted .281 with a 350 OBP and a 577 slugging percentage. The World Series in year 3 was won by the Milwaukee Brewers in 7 games over the Astros. 2 more chances for Mike Trout to win the World Series. Where is he going next? The Seattle Mariners are probably really good right now. They have Julio Rodriguez, though, so I don't know where Trout's going to play. So the Mariners actually move Mike Trout to right field, and by doing that, he somehow becomes a 99 overall. Mike Trout, pretty much the same stats. Contact's been going up the last few years. Power's pretty much the same. almost maxed out against both sides. Fielding still very good. Speed is still very good, but he's a 99 overall at 33 years of age. The Mariners are in contention for first place in the West. The Astros are good every single year. I think they've made the World Series twice in the simulation. I don't think they've won it yet, but they're so good. Trout is probably having the worst season he's had so far, though, in this simulation in year 4, with only 16 home runs, 75 games played, batting .265, 335 OBP with a 533 slugging percentage. It's very similar to that Angels year we had at the beginning. Disappointing season. I expected the Mariners to make the playoffs. They don't in year 4. Trout has only made the playoffs one time so far. They go 83-79. Trout has his worst season, 129 games played, 29 home runs, batted only .252, OBP of 330, and a slugging percentage of 508. The Philadelphia Phillies have won the World Series over the Minnesota Twins in 5 games. One more chance for Mike Trout. Somebody save Mike Trout. The Padres. Now this is interesting. So I was hoping they had players like Juan Soto and Fernando Tatis Jr. They still have Machado, which is pretty good. They also have Julio Urias, Brandon Woodruff, Joe Musgrove. Probably the best rotation in baseball right now with these 3 guys. They're starting pitchers. Jonathan Loaisiga in the bullpen. And we have a 95 overall Mike Trout, age 34. Final year, let's win a World Series. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Trout might be cursed because the Padres are 44-52. He is having a bounce back year, though. He's playing pretty much every game up to the All-Star break. 83, 31 home runs halfway throughout the season. That's better than both of his totals throughout the last 2 years. He's batting .276, 332 with a 644 slugging percentage. Mike Trout played 1 playoff series in this entire 5-year span. Padres go 70-92. Obviously missed the playoff. What a shame. Mike Trout did end off on a decent note. He was hot up to the All-Star game. He did slow down, still at 43 home runs, but the batting average, OBP, and slugging percentage definitely went down. And to end the video, the San Francisco Giants beat the Houston Astros. I think they lost 3 World Series in the span in 6 games. The video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are new, and make sure to go check out my other channels, which are in the description down below. But I'll talk to you all in the next video. Peace.